Hey guys, what's up? This is Blaze the movie fan and it's time for another spoiler movie review of one of my favorite movies yet again. And this time it's on The Empire Strikes Back. Not only do I consider it one of my favorite movies, most movie fans I know on YouTube consider it one of the best sequels ever made. And you know what? There's a damn good reason for it because it truly is fucking awesome. So anyway, without further ado, let's begin. The movie starts with an opening crawl, and I'm gonna give you my opinion on the opening crawl. Honestly, I think the opening crawl is fucking awesome. Yeah, it gives us some details about what's happening between each episode. The opening crawl lets us know about the events that we don't see in the movie that lead up to the events that we do see in the movie, and that's fucking awesome. And I'm not just talking about in this opening crawl, I'm talking about in opening crawls of Star Wars movies in general. Now those opening crawls are unique to Star Wars, and to be honest, I think that's one of the reasons that makes the franchise so fucking awesome. The movie begins with Luke Skywalker being kidnapped by the fucking Wampa. Meanwhile, back at the base, Han Solo is being a dick towards Leia and has a pretty big ego. Well, to be honest, he is like that throughout most of the movie. And to be honest, I do like that. I do find that very fucking funny, I must admit. Besides that, the people at the base also talk about how they don't know where Luke Skywalker is. And then we cut back to what Luke Skywalker is up to, and I'm gonna have to be honest, I don't like the scene with the Wampa at all. In fact, I find it very uninteresting. The main reason for that is because I find the Wampa to be so fucking boring. There isn't much interesting going on in that scene. Thankfully though, that's the only scene of the movie that I don't like. I like nearly everything else about the movie. This is just one bad scene in an overall great movie. Later on, Han Solo finds Luke Skywalker and rescues him. I gotta admit, that's fucking awesome, and it really shows that Han Solo is a great friend. One thing that I find kinda disgusting is the fact that Han Solo uses a lightsaber to open the stomach of the creature he was riding. Han Solo has good intentions with that though, so I don't have too much of a problem.
Why, you stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder!
Who's scruffy looking?
That scene is so fucking funny, and it is the funniest scene in the movie in my opinion. What makes it so funny is the fact that Leia has such a creative insult, and I love Han Solo's comeback. This scene is so fucking funny, and I love it for that. And then we are introduced to Darth Vader, which is a fucking awesome villain, and I'm gonna explain why. He is evil, and when he wants something done, he gets it done. And there are also a lot of people who work for him. You don't fucking mess with Darth Vader. As for how he looks, well, I must admit, his helmet does look very fucking awesome, and so does the rest of his body. I can totally buy that he is an evil overlord. He isn't my favorite villain of the Star Wars trilogy though. Who is my favorite villain? Well, he is gonna appear later on in the movie. Darth Vader is still fucking awesome though. And Darth Vader uses the Force to choke the people to death he doesn't trust anymore. That's fucking awesome, and it also shows that you have to be careful when working for Darth Vader. If you screw something up, he might choke you to death, and that's beyond fucking awesome. And that truly makes Darth Vader a deadly villain you don't wanna mess with. And then the battle between the rebellion and the dark side begins. And those robot things are almost impossible to destroy. In fact, laser guns won't do a damn thing. But Luke Skywalker has a great idea that actually works. By using fucking ropes, they can destroy those things easily that way. And that is so fucking awesome, and it is one of my favorite scenes of the movie. Yeah, it might be hard to destroy those things, but it's not impossible. Later on in the movie, Han Solo tries to go to hyperdrive, but unfortunately it's broken for some reason. Yeah, we never get to see him actually go into hyperdrive in this movie. Which sucks, because it was pretty fucking awesome.
You're not actually going into an asteroid field.
They'd be crazy to follow us, wouldn't they?
You don't have to do this to impress me.
Sir, the possibility of successfully navigating an asteroid field is approximately 3,720 to 1.
Never tell me the odds.
Holy shit, Han Solo is fucking insane for going into an asteroid field. He knows he can easily die, but he does it regardless. You know what? I fucking love how fucking insane Han Solo is in this scene. I really do. It's beyond fucking awesome. And I also fucking love how he doesn't care about that. Fucking epic, man. Epic win. This is one of my favorite scenes of the movie. And get used to me saying that a lot, because this movie has a lot of great scenes. But those asteroids don't stop Darth Vader, oh no. He is willing to keep looking for Han Solo, even though he is in that fucking asteroid field. And that's so fucking badass. You know what that means? That means that Darth Vader is crazy himself. And that is so fucking awesome. And when Luke Skywalker gets to a mysterious planet, Yoda is waiting for him there. And Yoda kinda acts like a goofball, and I gotta admit, that is fucking funny. Now Luke Skywalker isn't aware that creature is Yoda yet. As for what I think of Yoda himself, well, he is fucking awesome. Now we're gonna talk about the looks of Yoda. Yoda is apparently a puppet. But I don't see him as that, I see him as a wise creature. The people who made the movie really put a lot of effort into making Yoda look like a living creature, and I totally buy into that. And that is beyond fucking awesome. And then Darth Vader talks to his boss, the Emperor, Palpatine. Now, Palpatine is my favorite villain of the Star Wars trilogy. I would explain why, except for the fact that he only appears in this scene. In this movie, and this video is about the Empire Strikes Back, not Return of the Jedi. So anyway, as of what I think of the scene, it's pretty fucking awesome. I'm glad I finally got to see Darth Vader's boss, and also realized that Darth Vader isn't his own boss. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Anyway, back to Luke Skywalker. He realizes that the crazy creature he just met is Yoda. And he fucking begs him for a good training. And Yoda is fucking awesome because he is a great Jedi. Not only that, but there are a ton of words of wisdom that Yoda says in this movie. I mean, hell, I will be talking about a lot of those quotes in this video. Anyway, back to Han Solo. He finds himself inside a fucking space slug and does everything in his power to get the fuck out of there. I must admit that I do find it a cool twist that Han Solo got eaten by that fucking space slug. Because I sure as hell didn't see that coming. I didn't see it coming from a mile away. And that's what makes this scene so fucking awesome. But it's not one of my favorite scenes though.
Tell me why I can't.
No, there is no why. Nothing more will I teach you today. Clear your mind of questions.
The reason why this quote is so fucking awesome is because it is very true that you can focus more easily if you don't ask too many questions. And then we see a scene of Luke Skywalker fighting Darth Vader, and Luke Skywalker's head banged beneath Darth Vader's mask. That scene is weird. In fact, it's the weirdest scene of the movie. But it does have a point though. It shows that it's not a good idea to turn into the dark side and how corrupt the dark side is.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Anyway, now that I'm done talking about Yoda's quote, I am gonna tell you what I think of the scene and his training for Luke Skywalker overall. It's fucking awesome how wise he is, and he is a great trainer, I must admit that. The most fucking fantastic part about it is when he lifts Luke's spaceship with the fucking Force. That's so fantastic and so fucking awesome. And I especially love how he responds to Luke Skywalker after Luke Skywalker said that he doesn't believe it.
I don't believe it. That is why you fail.
Holy shit, Yoda totally pwned Luke Skywalker by saying that. And you know what? He's absolutely right. The main reason Luke Skywalker couldn't get that spaceship out of the water is because he didn't fucking believe in himself hard enough. So judging from that, the Force is apparently some magical thing that only a few can master. Fucking awesome! I know I could have easily talked about Boba Fett earlier on in the video when he was officially introduced to the movie, but what the hell, I will tell you what I think of him right now. I think he is a fucking awesome character, yeah! I do like how he wants to get his job done, and he is probably the best person who works for Darth Vader. So yeah. Anyway, Han Solo arrives at the Sky City and meets up with Lando. And while we're on the subject of Lando, I might as well tell you what I think of him. I think he is a very fucking awesome character. Yeah, he really is. It's a real shame that he only appears by the end of this movie and doesn't appear much at all in Return of the Jedi, because I would have loved to see more of him. Anyway, the remaining reason why I think he's a fucking awesome character is because he is a good friend of Han Solo and it shows. And he is also more than willing to help Han Solo out, which is beyond fucking awesome. As for the city itself, well, it looks fucking wonderful. And it shows that you don't need CGI to make a beautiful looking city. The city is so fucking beautiful and lifelike. And I enjoyed the scenery of the city a lot. Oh, and by the way, about Lando, yeah, he is also more than willing to help Han Solo fix the hyperdrive. What is there not to like about the guy? I like everything about him. And then we see a scene where C-3PO gets blown up. You know, I don't feel sad or anything when I saw that happen. I say good fucking riddance. Because C-3PO is so fucking annoying. I mean, seriously, I hate that character with a passion. And I personally think he deserved to be blown up. I mean, all he fucking does throughout the movie is to whine and complain. Oh, God. And to be honest, I don't want to see him whole again. He fucking deserved to be blown up. And then we got back to Luke Skywalker, who is having a conversation on the ghost of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Both Obi-Wan and Yoda are trying to stop Luke Skywalker from going to rescue his friends because they think that Luke Skywalker is not ready yet. And you know, I agree with them. Oh, and since we are on the subject of the ghost, I'm gonna tell you what I think of the looks. The ghost for Obi-Wan Kenobi looks fucking awesome. Yeah, it really does. Beyond fucking awesome actually. Those effects hold up extremely well. And I can see that Obi-Wan Kenobi is just as wise dead as he was alive. Fucking awesome! But there is one more Yoda quote I am gonna discuss in this video and then I'm done.
That boy is our last hope.
No, there is another.
That's fucking foreshadowing. Foreshadowing to the next movie. And it's a fucking awesome foreshadowing, I must admit. But it's not the only cliffhanger of this movie.
We would be honored if you would join us.
This scene is fucking awesome and one of my favorite scenes of the movie. Now Han Solo doesn't fucking mess around. When he sees Darth Vader, of course he's not gonna miss the opportunity to kill him if he could. But as you can see in the scene, Darth Vader is very badass himself, so of course he wasn't gonna be that easy to kill. I fucking love this scene because of how fucking epic it is. It's very fucking epic. Hell yeah. Lando reveals that Darth Vader doesn't want Han Solo and Leia and Thor and is only using them as a bait. Wow, that sure was unexpected, and yet another reason why Darth Vader is fucking awesome. And then later we see Han Solo being covered in carbonite. I must admit, I do find him in carbonite to be pretty fucking scary. And apparently, Darth Vader is using Han Solo as an object. What a ruthless cunt. And you know what? The fact that he is a ruthless cunt is exactly what makes him so fucking awesome. So yeah. After that incident, Princess Leia and Chewbacca feel like Lando betrayed them, even though Lando is trying to help them escape. Yeah, I understand exactly why they feel that way. But Lando sadly had no choice when he did that, since Darth Vader is very powerful after all. Anyway, after Chewbacca nearly chokes Lando to death, Lando proves that he is on their side. And he helps even more later on in this movie, which is beyond fucking awesome. And then Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader have a lightsaber fight against each other, and I gotta admit, it's very fucking epic, looks very fucking awesome. And the best part about it is they both look like great fighters. So yeah. Now you guys have heard me say throughout this video that something is one of my favorite scenes of the movie. But the next thing I'm going to talk about isn't just one of my favorite scenes, it is my favorite scene. I'm going to talk about that scene in a moment. First I'm going to show you it.
Luke, you do not yet realize your importance. You have only begun to discover your power. Join me, and I will complete your training. With our combined strength, we can end this destructive conflict and bring order to the galaxy.
I'll never join you!
If you only knew the power of the dark side. Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough! He told me you killed him.
No, I am your father.
Not true. That's impossible.
Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
This is, without a doubt, the greatest twist in movie history. And I'm gonna explain to you why this is a great twist. Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker are the total opposite of each other. Luke Skywalker is a hero who is fighting for justice. Darth Vader is a ruthless cunt who aims on ruling the world with his emperor, of course. So yeah, those two are total opposite of each other, so it's very fucking unexpected that they are father and son. And that is the main reason why this is, without a doubt, the greatest movie twist of all time. Yeah, it truly is my favorite movie twist. Since there is nothing else about the movie worth discussing, I might as well get into my overall thoughts here. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. It has tons of memorable characters, both villains and protagonists. It has a fantastic story, and not to mention it's also funny at times. Even though this movie is mostly serious, there is still some humor in it. Overall, this movie is fucking awesome, and there's a good reason why so many people consider this one of the greatest movies ever made. I do too, and for that I'm going to give this movie 2 thumbs up. It's truly one of the greatest movies ever made, and it deserves all the praise it's getting from movie fans. I would wanna own this movie on Blu-ray, but there is one thing that's holding me back from ever getting it. And that's the fact that I've heard that George Lucas totally fucking screwed over the Blu-ray version of the movie. And I'm sure that this DVD version doesn't have the original cut either. And I apologize if you're seeing a worse version of the movie in this review. But this DVD version is the best thing I have. It would be nice if I could own the original theatrical cut on Blu-ray. Until I can do that, I will never get the Blu-ray, which is a shame because I love collecting Blu-rays. Well guys, that's all I gotta say. Thank you for watching and have a great day.